when it was that young, it was called Wick City.
Yeah,
At the time?
it was Wick City when we was all the way up until Odee died. Like it had a bunch of we got a bunch of names: Sherrod Squad, Kill World, Reezyville. It's a Toontown. It's a lot of names because the people died, but the one name that stuck, when O died, this ain't Wick City no more. This O Block. This O Block. But yeah, that was the name, Wick City, and people used to make fun of us because growing up on food stamps and stuff, you get some called the Wick. You get some Wick, they give you free milk. You get all this. It's called Wick. And since we had Wick City, they used to be, y'all last year's don't broke Wick, baby. We live in a project, so people used to, call us broke and say, y'all still sucking out y'all mama milk and still sipping that Similac because the Wick, that's what you get from the Wick. You get Similac and all that. So it was kind of like a little joke people used to use against us.
At what age did you start meeting everybody, the guys that we would know?
Well, shit. Well, it's kind of like what age they started meeting me, because I was around before the niggas that got fame and rose to fame. I was around before they was around. But when I started to meet the guys who was the guys, 9 years old, 9, 10, that's when I met them when I was 9 and 10. But again, when I moved on the block, we moved on the 65th end. We stayed on the 65th end, and I moved there when I was 9. But we moved because we was staying with somebody. So we moved to 6426. This is where Odee stayed. Odee Perry, who was the reason why O Block is O Block, they moved out. They ain't stay on the block no more. And I moved into where he stayed at. And around then, I had to be 9 or 10. And then that's when I started meeting Sean, and meeting TP, meeting Nuwop, you feel me? And then hanging with Jarvis and the Prince family, the Wade family, all them, T-Roy, Troy's. I forget Troy, but Troy always been around and shit. Jamal Hawkins, motherfuckers. That's when I started, but 10 years old is when I started really getting in cahoots and being friends with them for real.
Now, growing up, and it being called Wick City and everything, man, I'm sure there was a lot of older guys.
Hell yeah.
That were out there doing their thing. Did you kind of know a lot of them? Did they kind of take you under their wing and help you out and everything?
Bro, hey, people, they think that I come out with these stories I can make this shit up, but bro, I got a lot of close personal stories. That's just how life went, and maybe so that I'll be able to tell the stories because I'll be the only one that had the courage too. Maybe that's the way it went, but in reality, hell yeah, bro. Me, everybody know me. I'm not no motherfucker that just came up over there niggas will get down on and be able to. No, probably because of some of the shit that I said. A lot of people, they don't watch him until they have to really see the message I was putting behind that shit, the street shit, because niggas will look at you like a snitch until they really see what I'm really doing. But hell yeah, all the OGs, yes, I not seeing them, but but as far as taking me, I'm talking about OG. If you talk about who we consider the big, it's different. I'm in my group with my guys, then we got the big guys, and then we got the OGs. The big guys will be Duke, them, Sherrod, C Murder, Top, you feel me, Dayon, who ain't here, the Big A, them the big guys. And me, Von, Sean, Nuwop, all us, we was the next under them and shit like that. T-Roy, we was the next under them, and then it'll be Muwop, who was the next, who y'all know about now. He was the second generation, he was after us and shit, cause that's just how the generations and shit kind of feel. But yeah, I know everybody. It ain't no big name that you know that niggas that's big names. I used to make, you feel me? If I wasn't really like this with them, I used to make their ass cry. That's what it really was, for real.
You mentioned your friendship with him. How'd you guys meet and everything? And what I'm saying, what was he kind of like back then?
Well, personally, Odee was older than me, so it's not like I had a close relationship. I'm going to Odee crib or we real buddy. O was somebody nigga, I'm one of the little guys. O always out here. He just we get close because, nigga, we always outside together playing football, playing sports, and being around and doing things like that. And that's the relationship that I had with O, because I was again, O moved off the block. So when you saw O, you saw O on the block. You feel what I'm saying? Cause like I ain't going, like you gotta go back with him back to his crib. They ain't stay on the block, you feel what I'm saying? But what I seen and all the things that I gathered from him, folks love white ones and he loved Timbs. He the reason why a lot of the people wet Timbs the way that they wet them today, wear them in the summer. But bro, O was like a Von, bro. He was real cool. Like he was not, like you would never think, like some of the stories and the shit that was tied, excuse me, to their name, you would never think that about them because they weren't overly aggressive. These niggas, and that be like I'm overly aggressive. I'ma beat your ass, but you gonna know I'ma beat your ass. Like Von them, you not gonna know Von and Odee gonna beat your ass until you see them. Like you gotta say something to really get them going. Me, I'm pretty much already going. If people can't tell, I'm loud. I'ma say what the fuck I wanna say. That's just how I am. And like so them, they preserved them. They was kind of more preserved until you get in that crowd with them, and then you can kind of maybe the people who was actually with him every day, oh man, O is probably, what I seen out of O is probably a different version from what they got from him if you seeing him and you at a nigga crib and you doing shit like that. But O is one of them silent killers. Like he ain't saying too much. Odee went out there talking to know everybody, and that's one thing they'll tell you. He went out there talking, and bro, O ain't never really talked that much on bro from what I seen. It wasn't no making jokes. A lot of niggas be jokesters. And again, that's what I like. Other people might have saw that side of him. I didn't.